Hello, thank you for watching the Happy Hour Joel Fleischman podcast. This is episode number 61. Happy Hour, everybody. We've got Blue Door Cream and we've got Blue Door Blue Juice. I've got my friends here as well as my son, who is also my friend, Jackson Fleischman, Matt Beekle, and Holden Surway. Holden Surway's been our producer since episode number 1. And this is his retirement send-off party before he goes to the Navy and college.
It's all downhill from here.
Welcome, guys. Cheers.
Thank you.
Jackson does not like soda. You don't want to try some blue juice?
I'm not a big fan of it.
Not participating.
No.
All right, cool. Let me know, what do you guys think of the soda?
Good. I like cream soda a lot.
Yeah, I like any soda, so.
How do you like that cream soda?
The only other kind I've had is like it's not Jelly Good. It's like the other stuff that's right next to it, the pig. It's like Sprecher or something. But it's pretty good. I don't know. I don't really like Sprecher that much, so it's probably better than Sprecher, to be honest. It's pretty good.
You're all over the board with that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Is it the best cream soda you've ever had?
No.
What's better?
Point.
Debatable.
Yep.
How about you, Matt?
Well, blue juice, it's kind of unique, honestly.
What does it taste like to you?
I don't really know. It's almost like blue raspberry, but it's not. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of unique, like flavor compared to anything else I've ever had.
Do you like it?
I like the
It's
flavor.
100% real sugar.
I think it tastes like cotton candy.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit,
A
yeah.
little bit.
Cool. Jackson, I got some candy for you, actually, for all of us. We also have some Sour Punch Bites.
Try some.
Yeah,
Thank
try
you.
some. All right, guys. Well, welcome. So we've got 3 people that are just between 18 and 19, transitioning from being a kid to being an adult. So you're all going to college?
Yep.
Where are you all going to college?
Matt, you first.
I'm going to St. Norbert University, or St. Norbert College up in De Pere, which is like right next to Green Bay.
Stevens Point.
Repping the sweatshirt?
Got it on today.
I told him we all got to wear our college
Point.
shirts.
Oh, look at that.
That was my idea.
Holden?
I'm going to George Washington University.
The T-shirt looks really beat up.
I know, I've worn it a lot.
Oh.
It's gone through the dryer multiple times. It's in Washington, D.C. Oh, I should have worn my sweatshirt. It's brand new.
How long have you all been friends?
Like
Freshman year.
Freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year.
Freshman year. All right, cool. How did you determine your colleges? What was the process?
I mean, mine was mostly recruiting through football. So I visited a lot of schools like Dubuque, La Crosse, Concordia, St. Norbert. And it kind of like was a process of like learning what to balance like football, but also a lot towards education. I thought I could get a really good education there. And they had all the majors I was looking at, like pharmacy and like business administration. So it worked out well, and then the coaches were amazing. So
How long have you known you wanted to play football? Or do you want to play other sports?
I mean, my junior year was kind of the year that I kind of was between baseball and football, and then my senior year, like me and my parents talked, and they thought it would be better for me to go play football over baseball at the time. So.
And what position are you going to be playing in St. Norbert's?
Slot wide receiver.
Now, you did not do that at all in high school, correct?
Nope. Only played quarterback and safety.
So, big transition, not a big transition?
I mean, it should be easier than playing quarterback just because I know everything that I'm supposed to do, like already as like a quarterback, like reading coverages, doing all that. And once you get into college for wide receiver, you actually need to do that. So it helps me a lot compared to the other kids that played in like high school because most of them never need to know like cover 2, cover 3, Tampa 2, all those other different stuff that defenses do. So I'll have an advantage, but I also need to learn how to play wide receiver. So
Makes sense. Cool. Jackson?
Pick Stevens Point. The only college I toured, first of all. So I don't know. I just really liked it the first time I went there. Really liked the area. I like being up north. It's pretty close to that. It's relatively close to home. Only about a 2-hour drive. It's a very good natural resources program, which I'm a big fan of. I think I might want to do that as a career, or at least check that out in college. Then I think I can meet a lot of people who are also, in the outdoors like I am at Stevens Point. So
Granolas?
what?
Granolas?
Hopefully not too many granolas.
There'll be a lot of granolas.
Yeah.
I learned that word when you were telling me a story about, I don't know,
When I was
what
listening.
was it about the guys
Yeah.
who you said like we're cutting a deer open or something? Or,
Oh yeah, remember you told me, who was it, Crawl? I was like, or somebody was like butchering a deer on a table or something. That's Steven's point?
Yeah.
What's
They,
that?
they like just like butcher deer like right in the
In
dorm
kitchen.
room.
That's what I mean.
Kitchen, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like not a big deal. They're like cutting, ducks out in the dorm room.
Yeah.
Holden, how about you?
I picked George Washington because it was either between this or Madison, and it was a pretty hard decision because I've always wanted to go to Madison, but I picked this because it's a really good school and it's like one of the best in the country for my major, which is like international affairs. It's like number 8 for that, and it's in like a really good city for like a lot of networking opportunities, obviously because it's Washington D.C. A lot of government departments are there. So basically, the networking opportunities, how good the school is for my major, and just going somewhere new, experiencing a new big city like that, and the political world is kind of interesting to me, and that's probably the best place to be for it.
Okay, so kind of interesting, right? You guys have lived through the pandemic.
Yes.
You're starting to be aware of things on the outside world. Do you feel our world is heading in a better direction and getting better by the day, or do you feel like it's getting worse?
Worse.
Why?
I feel like people are too polarized.
And you feel like that wasn't always the case?
No. I feel like everyone just going further and further apart instead of. We need more discussion, and I feel like it's getting harder to have that, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I, have
I
to
feel
agree
like
with that too.
social media was kind of made for more communication, but it actually like lessens it in a way.
Yeah.
Face to face, I feel like is the most important form of communication, of like verbal interaction, obviously.
And social media is making it where you only kind
So I feel like every generation that I've been part of, that I've grown up with, has always wanted to change the world, right? They always want to do better. They always want to be that generation that changes things. Do you feel your generation will do that?
probably not. Not in a drastic way.
I feel like it's becoming a lot harder to change it for the better. I feel like if everyone would want to do that, then yeah, but it obviously is going to take a lot of work for those people to do it, and I don't think everybody in the whole world is obviously going to do that.
Do you feel your generation lacks hope? That
No,
things can't improve?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it lacked hope, but like I also feel like a lot of people now are like very one-side-minded. Like their parents almost teach on one thing, and then that's just what they believe for their entire life, and like they don't like actually want to have like conversations with people and like try to change like as a group to become like to a better cause for everyone.
So how do you change that? What would your generation do to make the world
I
better?
definitely feel like it can get better, but like when I look at the world and I just see things, I'm like, it can't get better right now. Not like if we're acting like this or behaving like this. Would you say what would need to
Yeah,
happen?
but right. So we're going to have your generation's going to go through college in the next 4 to 5 years. You're going to take jobs. It's millions of you, right? And if you were in charge of that, if you could help with that, you can, right? You can each do your own little thing. What would you do to improve that? What will you do to improve that? Or has your generation lost hope and said, I don't know, somebody do something about something, or this is unfixable, it just is what it is? How do you personally feel?
Personally, I feel like the best way to do things would just be to give someone the time of day to express their thoughts, because nothing can happen and no progress can be made in anything, whether it's like government, like businesses, or on a sports team, unless you hear people different ideas and you work towards a solution. And obviously, the best ideas are made when minds talk together. That's why everything is peer reviewed, and because multiple professionals and people that study something or they practice it or they know about it, they collaborate ideas and they argue with each other to find the best solution. And I feel like unless you can actually have discussions, you're not going to fix anything.
How about you guys?
Yeah, I feel like more people are going to need to get involved with things than they have in the past. And whether that's, government or just organizations, like I think people just are going to have to start doing more stuff than they have been in the past. And I feel like maybe past generations have been a little lazy about that. Kind of just like saying...
Do you think your generation will be more active?
I do think so. I think seeing as how the world is kind of getting away from, face-to-face interactions, I feel like somebody's going to have to step up, and I feel like a lot more people in our generation are going to step up and try to do things. I don't think, obviously right now, I think we're a little bit too young yet, but I think in like probably 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more people trying to like change things for the better.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think it's important, especially like while kids are in school, but also like when they're out of school, to keep active, like start doing activities, finding your hobbies, and trying to socialize through them. So like for Jackson, he loves fishing, and like doing like stuff with like fishing tournaments or something like that, and meeting new people will help like our generation kind of reach out even to the older generations that do it, and then kind of change, and like we can see their point of views, and then kind of look at other people's point of views that are in the same like hobby, and we can kind of change like how people view things.
This is kind of fun. So Matt, you two know a lot about Drexel. We'll do a little Drexel question.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, you know very little, right?
Yeah, basically nothing besides it's a lumber company.
Yeah, but you're very aware of it, right? Jackson works there, Holden works there, I work there. You live in Kewaskum. I'm guessing you've seen our trucks a few times.
Yeah, all the time.
A lot of our hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
So in your words, again, I'd love to know what local people think about our company, right? Marcus is kind of an interesting spin, right? I mean, he's very involved. He knows us pretty well. But yet I don't think they really know us. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. So if you have to explain Drexel, right, just what does Drexel do?
Well, I think that Drexel's like obviously for like Kewaskum, like the high school. I know you guys do a lot like sponsoring.
No, like what do we do like on a daily basis? Like what? Who are we? Like what are we? If you have like definition of Drexel and Google, what would it say?
Lumber company.
Lumber company. So what do we sell?
Wood and I don't really know, to be honest, or like building supplies, stuff like that.
Sure. How many people do you think?
Sense.
How many people do you work at our company?
Probably just under 500.
And what do you think we do in sales a year for volume?
For a profit or like just?
No, just revenue, just sales.
Probably just under 100.
100 million? Holden, do you know?
Yeah, isn't it like 330 million?
That's off a little bit.
I was going to ask Jackson next, but Holden's on too many podcasts. He knows. Interesting, though. So just interesting perspective. But yeah, we try to do some stuff in the local
So
communities.
you guys are construction first.
Yeah, so we are in construction. We sell to the builders, right? We sell to builders that then supply them. That we supply the materials to the builders. Now, homeowners can buy that direct, like your dad could build a deck and buy that direct. But normally, we sell to builders for materials for homes and new construction, remodeling. All right, cool. So another question. I would like to know where you guys think you're all going to be you're there 18, so what, 10 years, Marcus?
Yep.
Where are you going to be in 10 years? Lay it out as deep as you can go.
Jackson, go first this time.
Give me your vision of where you are in 10 years.
Holden with the quick pass there. Jackson,
Yeah.
go first.
Yeah, Holden with a quick pass, which is brutal since it's his podcast. Holden's final podcast.
Yeah, you really had to pass that one off. Dump it to me. 28 years old. I think I'm going to have a college degree. I really don't know what as of right now. I think 10 more years.
Let's switch it. Give me what does Tuesday look like in 10 years? Or you can do either one. You can just give me a broad view, or like, this is what my Tuesday looks like.
Okay. Well, in that case, I don't know.
I'll go first. You want me to go first?
You were rolling pretty good, and then I cut him off.
All right,
Sorry,
all right.
Jackson.
I have some time to think. Okay, so in 10 years, I want. Oh, 28. Okay, so wait. So there's.
I want to give it back to me.
Do you want to take it?
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 years, I think I want to be.
Not I think I want to be. I'm going to be.
I'm going to be. Well, there's a lot of options I have in my brain right now, but okay. So I think I want to. No, I am going to be. So I joined the Navy Reserves. So it's like the Navy, but it's just the reserves, anyways. So I am going to be probably on my second contract for that. Maybe I'll be active. Maybe after college I'll go active. But I'll be doing that. And
Where do you live?
where I live? I live in Washington, D.C.
Own a house? You rent?
I probably went to an apartment.
Married? Not married?
Married. No kids yet.
No kids yet? Married, no
Married
kids.
for-
Rent an
mar-
apartment. You still live in D.C.?
Recently married.
Recently married.
Recently married.
Well, just that changed quick.
Uh,
Still live in D.C.?
Still live in D.C. Working at a law firm.
Law firm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Working a lot of hours?
yeah,
Are you happy?
I am happy.
What are your hobbies?
Golfing. Golfing.
Golfing.
Besides the Navy Reserves, golfing, working, probably just hang out with my wife. Maybe starting a family.
Have a cat.
If I have a dog, a cat.
renting is
Definitely
more
watching
expensive.
movies and TV shows. I love those. And golfing, and then probably just
Sounds like he's golfing a lot when he's 28.
walking
Right.
around the city. Maybe going to shows, listening to speakers talk.
All right, that's good. All right, you guys have enough time.
All right. So 28.
Matt, you got a lot of time, but this better be good.
So should I give like a Tuesday what I?
Whatever's more in your heart, whatever you kind of got a clearer picture of.
Well, I really have no clue what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, that's totally cool. This is a tough question.
Yeah.
But give me what you think it might look like.
All right. So, okay, should I do it kind of like Holden did? Like what?
Either way,
job I'm gonna have?
either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 28, I'm gonna have a job that I really enjoy.
What's that job?
I don't know.
Really enjoy it.
I
That's
really-
good. I think that's
I
good.
really don't know right now.
Yeah,
I
think
really
that's
like the
important.
job though, and I like going to every day.
You told me at 6 a.m. this morning, I just want to find the job that I like doing. That's not work, I think you said, which is, I think that's the key to any good career.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a job that does not feel like a job.
Yeah, that's a great way to say it.
I'm gonna have.
Sometimes they do feel like a job, though. I don't care what job you have. Sometimes it's just
most
the grind.
jobs feel like jobs. It's just what it is, you know.
Yeah,
But I
but
mean, it'll be a
overall-
fun job
There you
that I
go.
like.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have a crazy amount of hours. I'll kind of be. I think I can kind of make my own hours. I'm hoping. I'll probably still live in Wisconsin. Probably live in my dad's basement playing video games.
This really just took a turn.
not this dad. Not the, maybe you have a different dad by then.
I don't. I'll probably live in.
Are you married?
Probably, yeah. Recently married, such as you. Probably have a dog. His name is Gerald.
Any kids?
28. One on the way. Yep. 28, I think, one on the way. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that,
Hobbies?
hobbies, probably fishing.
Yeah.
Maybe have a nice little aluminum craft boat, 16-footer.
Life goals?
Mercury 50
He can
horsepower.
elaborate on that a lot.
Hashtag life
He
goals.
elaborates on the boat.
Couple nice rods. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Okay, so when I'm 28, I think hopefully I'll have a degree in either pharmacy or in something in business. But the two jobs I was really looking forward to are like project managing or doing pharmacy, obviously.
It is yours.
So I'll probably be
Ah, shit. I'm sorry.
All good.
I'll probably be
You
living,
don't want to drink anymore, do you?
I'll probably be living
Damn.
in De Pere or somewhere up in Green Bay still. I
Complete
don't
that.
really plan on moving back down here. I kind of want to stay up in that area because I think there's a lot of job opportunities, especially if I go into pharmacy. There will be a bunch of easier to get a job up there than it would be down in Kewaskum. Otherwise, I'll be driving a far way. Hopefully, I'll be married by then and have a house or close to it. Otherwise, an apartment or something. And we'll have a dog for sure, maybe 2 dogs, and probably black labs. So
Cool. So what is one thing that old people like Marcus and I don't know about your generation? Or what's one different than that? What's one thing you could teach us? It could be an app, it could be lifestyle, it could be a movie that we don't watch. Like, what does your generation do that we may not be aware of? Or that's like, hey, here's a tip and trick. What can we learn from you guys? That's why you're on, right? That's why you're on the podcast. What can we take away? What have you read lately? What have you watched? What are you guys into? What app you downloaded? Like, what's the most recent thing you downloaded on an app? What websites do you go to? What do you think you do that 18-year-olds do that we don't even know you do?
Would you like to start and teach us something first?
Not really.
About
This,
your generation.
this is my
You can't reverse
podcast.
the question, huh?
I'm trying to think about.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's kind of unrelated because
That's totally good.
I spend the majority of my time on Huddle, which is a football app for studying and playbook and all other stuff. So I mean,
No, St. Norbert sends you Huddle information.
So Huddle's, we used it for high school too.
HUDL.
Yeah, it's basically this huge, and it's basically this huge platform for sports. It's basketball, football, basically every single sport's on it, and you have it like you can run over plays, like have the formations, everything on it. So I use that a lot. I use it for basketball and football at Kewaskum as well. It's a really useful app. But
So being a basketball guy, how did you use Huddle as a basketball? Because I've never figured out the
I know they had it
format.
on film. Film was
Right.
always on there that we could have. You could create highlight reels, do everything else
Right.
for colleges, and you can send it off to them. That's what I did for football. I made highlight reels on there, and I sent it off to the schools that I wanted to go to. So
You catching the football as a wide receiver.
yeah, definitely. Should have ran a trick play.
You never use Huddle?
Yeah, I actually used Huddle for Kewaskum basketball. I helped run that for a while, for a couple of years. Cool format, definitely. Sports Engine, for any of youth coaches out there, Marcus, you know about Sports Engine, is literally the platform that is like absolutely dominating for registration, sign up, controlling rosters, sending out emails and chats. If anybody's listening at all that is interested in that, Sports Engine is actually the absolute optimal for running that sort of thing. Did you know Marcus was actually coach at Marion?
Marion,
Really?
Lakeland,
Yeah.
Carroll, and Superior.
What sport?
Oh, really?
Basketball.
I not know that.
It's a lot of. I didn't know you were at all. Maybe I did know you were at all four.
That's cool.
Yeah, so he's got lots of intel on the D3 side of hoops.
And Huddle, and I think with sports is run through Sports Engine, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where sports
right.
might be as well, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I spend a lot of my time going in comment sections and arguing with people. No matter what their stance is, I just find something to argue about. Like whether it's on the Jets page.
Were you literally not just a guy saying the world needs to come together?
I know, but I'm creating discussion.
I don't think you are. I think you're looking for fights. I think you're the guy that's walking to the bar looking for a fight, and then you walk out of the bar like, I don't go to that bar anymore, everybody gets in fights. Like, you're literally the dude that starts the fights.
But no, but I always specify like after that this wasn't an actual argument. I was just doing it to argue with someone. It's fun. I like to do it. Like.
Yeah, I
can
like
do it
to
a lot on
start
Reddit.
fights, but people
It's
don't
not
like
fights.
to fight.
It's just like conversations that like.
It's fights. We just talked about it.
All right. Yeah. All right. That's what I like.
Reddit still exists?
Yes, Reddit still
Yes.
exists.
Oh, yeah, big.
You guys all use Reddit?
I got a lot of karma on Reddit. 'Cause I'm like,
Holden seems like a Redditor. Are you?
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Are you,
It's
you
reddit.com,
definitely
and then
use
you like search different sections. How
Yeah.
does Reddit work, right?
Yeah.
That just seems junky. When I get on Reddit, it's just like the death of the planets.
Reddit is
It's
so
like a
much useful
dive bar.
information. Besides me arguing with people, there's so much useful information on Reddit.
That's not
I
on the
don't
internet.
use Reddit.
Why? Like what?
What-
Like
what's
about
on
the
Reddit?
Jets, yeah. Like, or what do you find out on Reddit that you can't find out on the internet?
Well, it's all the same stuff, but like, I don't know. You can. I feel like it's easier to ask questions to like just like a community, and like you get answers from like people instead
There's
of like,
more users out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. The users are. It's very like user friendly.
It's more interactive.
It's very interactive.
Yeah,
actually.
That is
I would
true.
I would say if you want to ask a question about
Go
a
on Reddit.
specific thing,
Right. So
Reddit would be good.
you can drill down, go to the category, ask something, and that's like the social community, and then find
Yeah.
Holden. A guy's like Holden that'll fight you on the opposite side just to fight you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably happens
Too
a lot.
much.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Jackson, you have anything tips and tricks to share?
Tips and tricks about
Your generation, stuff that maybe we wouldn't know.
Um,
You communicate in Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys don't ever text?
No, sometimes.
I
Why
would
is your
say I use-
Snapchat preferred?
I would use Snapchat
I don't
probably
know.
95% of
Because
my
it disappears, right?
Nice.
Is that why?
Yeah, but now it's like 24 hours or something. That usually that's what most people do.
So
if
if
it's
you
days,
really
it's
setting-
24 hours.
You can call on Snapchat too. Like, if you really gotta get a hold of someone, you're gonna use like their actual phone number. Like, otherwise, I feel like it's.
You can call and FaceTime and do everything else you can do in a regular. I don't know.
I know, but
It's kind of the same as having a regular.
But everybody
text.
uses your main source of contacting each other is Snapchat.
Yeah,
That's where your group chats are and all
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Which
Is there any advantage of that over texting?
I'd honestly rather text, but I have Snapchat just from I got it when I was in sixth grade, and I have everybody on
Right.
it. I don't want to
Yeah.
convert it, you know.
Right, so you don't actually have their actual phone number.
Right.
You only have them through Snapchat,
Yeah.
forcing you to only use Snapchat.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But I think actual texting would be better. I don't know, just not through an app, you know.
Are you guys on Be Real?
I just figured out what that was the other day when Miles sent me a
Fantastic.
link.
Oh,
I didn't
Miles
know-
does Be Real.
Yeah, he sent me a link to it. I'm like, what is that? I don't know what it was until like.
Marcus, you know what Be Real is? BEREEL.
I've had
So I think it's cool. I've been doing it a week.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I only have my family on it, so it's like 3 people. Go and follow me, Joel Fleischman at Be Real. Check me out. But so Be Real is you get a notification from Be Real, right? And then you go on and you just take a picture, and it's a 2-way picture. So it's your selfie and us sitting here, right?
You have to take 2?
No, you just take one, but it automatically takes a selfie at the same time. That
Oh.
it takes it shows where your eyes are looking, and it takes a selfie of you, and then it posts it. So it's kind of cool, like day after day, because you get the notification, and again, it's Be Real. You know, you're not supposed to be staged or whatever, right? It's like whatever you're doing that moment when
And
you get
just
the
once per day?
notification.
Yep.
It's once per day. You get 1 post per day.
Anytime?
Yeah. People can comment on it. You can caption it, but there's like not filters. It's just Be Real. It just
And you're supposed to get a notification. You're supposed to do it like 2 minutes after it, right, or something.
yeah. You're supposed to get the notification and do it within 2 minutes.
But
You get like a
some
2-minute
people-
warning.
In case, like, you
I'm always
take
late.
issues.
Like 2 minutes is really hot. So it'll show you how late you are though. Like so if a guy's always 7 hours late and then after the most amazing, oh yeah, look at me, I'm on my podcast.
Yeah,
like
right,
that's
yeah.
not like if I could have did that today, right? Like
Yeah.
my notification came when I was driving, I pulled over and I don't know, I just took a picture. I'm like, done, Be Real. But like some people you can tell totally cheat it where they're like, I'll save it for the podcast. Oh my God, Be Real. But they're 4 hours late, 12 hours late, 11 hours late.
That's not
But
that
yeah,
real.
technically you're supposed to do it within 2 minutes. And then once you get the app, once you like load the app, you have 2 minutes to take the picture. So you can't like position it. And you can't take multiple takes. Like that's it.
I feel like apps like that are better for social media, for sure.
I like that one. I think it's
More
evolving.
fun. Yeah.
I think
I've
it's
seen the same
evolving.
thing. There's
I
a
don't
guy
know.
I follow on Twitter who's like anti-Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I like Twitter.
But he's basically saying like, what if we created this where you had 50 tweets for your entire life?
What?
Huh.
Way more
So
meaningful.
whatever you're gonna say is gonna be more meaningful, but
Yeah.
you only get 50 tweets, and
Right.
then once you do it, you're done. You know, kind of the same thing, like
That's
living in the
cool.
moment.
Like Be Real,
It's
yeah.
kinda-
Twitter is
The-
so
I
funny
wasn't
when
really
people
totally
reply
into
and
Be
stuff.
Real.
Yeah.
My
It's
daughter
like-
Macy,
like
shout out to
videos.
Macy has it. So Macy has Be Real, and that kind of sold me on it. She showed me like her last 2 months on Be Real, because you bring up a calendar, you can see every day. It's kind of cool. You kind of see your life play out one picture at a time.
I might download
This
it,
was the
actually.
summer, this was the winter, this is when I was on a Tuesday, this is
Yeah.
I'm with my friends a lot. Apparently I drive a lot. Apparently I'm at work a lot.
You said only your
Especially
friends
if
can see
you're
your stuff?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, whoever you invite. You can make it public. I made it private. And then, I only have like, in general, 3 friends. So
I like
it's like
apps
2 family
that,
members.
which aren't based off of like likes and stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
just post
Yeah.
a picture about
Are you guys on Facebook?
I have Facebook. I don't use it.
Yeah, I have Facebook just for like,
Why do you have it?
Fishing forums.
I had it I think I had it for like a Navy recruiter.
So who do you think uses, like in your opinion, when you would say moms use Facebook, dads use Facebook, old people use Facebook, grandmas use Facebook?
If you're like 26
Moms.
and up, I feel like you have Facebook.
Yeah, and you actually use it.
Yeah.
Right.
But our generation.
Instagram?
Instagram's popular.
Instagram, I would say, is popular for
Younger people.
Our age.
our age. I would say is probably
Mhm.
the most.
I feel like anyone can have Instagram, but like I feel like if you're our age and you don't have it, then you're an outlier.
TikTok?
Our age
everyone-
and-
everyone has TikTok.
Our age and
TikTok.
younger almost
Yeah.
is the most popular. I would
Yeah.
say.
Right. What's next? What are you is anything trending next?
Be Real.
Be Real's really
That's
big
the
right now.
one that's
You just like, oh, that's going to be new, that's going to be hot.
That's
that
what's
is the
hot
new
right
one.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Because like Be Real is going popular on TikTok.
That's,
Right.
I still didn't know what it was, even though I saw it. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I heard about it. But I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's kind of been gaining in popularity for the last month or two.
Do you guys carry cash?
Not a lot.
You're a bartender, that's different.
Yeah.
He's got cash falling out of his
I keep most
pockets.
of
I use my debit card.
I've been trying not to use that. As
I mean, do most people that you know don't carry a lot of cash?
Yeah.
Or is it all over
I
the
would
board?
Yeah, I would probably say.
I
Most
mean,
people
maybe
use
just like a
card.
couple singles,
Mhm.
but not a whole lot of cash. Like Miles just has like 2 singles as well.
Always, right? Just debit card guy?
Yep.
All right. What else do we got to talk about?
What else you got?
Well, I got lots of stuff. I got lots
ask
of
us
stuff.
something.
Marcus, you got something? 35 minutes. Oh my gosh, we're at that time. It's perfect timing from Marcus. It's like we planned this. Maybe I was. So
Billboard time.
Billboard time. Billboard time.
You go first.
Marcus, we got to produce that where it flashes.
Yes, flashing lights.
Yeah, so you got to take or edit it where it's
Set
like
the lights and get some flashing.
yeah, or just edit it that it does that right. Billboard. So subscribe and follow right
Wait,
here.
who's the famous number 61?
Yeah, so this is episode 61.
Right on.
There was Cody Raybach.
Who's that?
Former
No.
Badger center, NFL center for the Redskins, Casey Rabach.
Oh, okay.
You guys would not probably know Nate Newton, but guard
Yeah.
for the Cowboys back in the Dynasty 90s.
Really, really good
And
lineman.
then Rattler told me to bring up Roger Maris and his 61 home runs.
Who did you guys think?
So
about
really
this?
no popular 61s.
No popular.
So many open numbers for you athletes out there. Where's 61 as a wide receiver? Can you wear any number you want?
I think it's in a number range. I think it's from.
It's
single-
not anymore
short
though.
10. Oh,
Or is
maybe
it still in
it's not.
college? It
I
is.
think in college it's
Or just
single
in
digits,
hardcore.
the 20s, and
Is
then
St. Norbert
90s.
Catholic? Is it a Catholic college? Hardcore Roman Catholics. You must wear number 14 to 22.
Yeah, right.
You are a wide receiver. Do you have your number already?
No. I know when
Do you,
I
like,
got
earn a
recruited
number?
there, I had 8, but I don't know. I think you have to.
Do you
it
like
goes
earn a
on
number?
hierarchy.
Like, are you automatically on the roster? Or is there cuts or
I
are
think
you on
I'm
the active
automatically on the roster, but
is it like an active roster?
well, there's 2 different rosters. So for D3, there's a varsity roster and a JV roster.
Right.
And then they take like.
You just tell the chicks you're just on the football
yeah.
team though. You don't say
No,
JV.
you don't have to say JV.
Yeah, no.
So
You don't tell,
I
you don't
think
tell it to the
I think-
ladies.
I think
Ladies,
it's
ladies,
like
you gotta,
80 or
ladies,
90,
ladies
90.
watching, you gotta ask, bro, you on JV or you actually play? Right.
What if I just didn't know that there was a JV?
All right, so what?
What?
What if like girls just didn't know there was a JV?
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
good.
Just
We
don't
should
say
keep that a
anything.
secret.
Why you say
Yeah,
that on the
we
phone?
just did
I'm
that.
on the football team.
Yeah,
Just
there's
not
no
good.
that doesn't. We just went through that. Where
yeah,
were you?
no, but they carry I think 90.
Did you leave the episode for a minute?
I think they carry 99 on their varsity,
thinking about this
and
movie
they
I
travel with that. But sometimes I'm pretty
They
sure
travel with
I
99.
think
You
they
realize
travel
11.
with- no, they
you realize
travel with
11.
60, I'm pretty
There's
sure.
11 on the team. Even 60. There's 11 on the squad at one time, bro.
Yeah.
So that's like 22.
I
So
think
there's
there's
like 38
140.
bench players.
140 what?
players.
Whew.
140.
So, like,
140
what- like,
players.
what are
I
you
know there's
ranked-
25 wide receivers there right now.
25.
Yeah,
So what are
one
you
of
like?
25.
What are you like 19?
I don't know unless I know when I get there.
You know, like they only play like 2 at a time or
They
3 at a
play
time.
4 at the max.
Yeah, it's a max. Like you can go 4 wide.
Yeah, 4
And you
wide,
could be like
doubles.
12.
Yeah.
Or 22. Like somebody's gonna be the 25th one. Do they like?
Matt's
That's.
got an advantage as a slot receiver because he's
Yeah.
a short white guy.
It's St. Norbert's. Everyone's gonna be a short white guy.
He's got a point.
If you're not a short white guy, you're probably gonna start.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, man. Let's get real. Be real. All right. Wow. Last Holden just like lost his marbles there. Last question. Big giant billboard. Everybody in the world's going to see it. It's going to stay up for a very long time. What is on it and why? Could be anything. Could be a picture. Could be a saying. It can be a picture. It could be a saying. It can be whatever one. It's your billboard. It can be funny. It can be serious. It can be dumb. It can be anything.
Do one of you guys want to go first?
Jackson, take it away.
I was gonna say, okay, big.
Talking to Mike.
It's a big white billboard and then black font letters. It's gonna say LeBron and then greater sign MJ.
Oh yeah,
LeBron's better than MJ up there for all time.
I like that billboard.
Just for everybody to find out.
That's a good billboard.
Marcus is saying
Bold
no.
statement.
We're gonna go to next year. Jackson, go on. Moving on.
Oh, wow, just that quick.
So I don't really
Well,
know.
thank you.
I don't really know what mine would actually look like, but I know what it would say because this is kind of as a backstory if you want to hear it.
Yeah, that's why we're
Okay,
here.
so my first playoff game my senior year.
What's
for
it say,
football.
first of all? Or do you want to go the other
Big-time
way?
players make big-time plays in big-time moments. So at my playoff game, we gave up 2 touchdowns in a row. They onsided it, got the ball back, scored again. We were up by 2 heading into the 4th with 9 minutes left or so. And Coach Last came up to me and he said, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments, and walked away. And that's forever stuck with me. And then we ended up scoring on that drive. It was like a 7-minute drive. It was probably the best drive we had all season. So it always kind of just resonated with me, and ever since he said it to me, it's just kind of been a
Did you
big
do
deal
like
to
the
me.
John Elway Bronco spin or something?
Not really, but
You guys know what that is.
We want the ball. We're gonna score.
Yeah.
Not the same thing, but
Did you make nothing? There was no.
no.
Did a running back score the winning
guys play?
touchdown?
Well, I threw a touchdown, but
Yeah, well, you could
What game
sell
is
it a little
Yeah,
bit.
What game is it?
what's the John Elway Broncos?
Hold
What
on.
is that?
Oh yeah.
In '96, the Packers were favored by 97. Packers won the Super Bowl that year. Went, I believe, 15-1. It was very good, 14-2. It was lights out season. I mean, they were dominant. They were like the Chiefs, peak dominant. I mean, they were just killing people. They were just loaded. 90, so it'd be like the 97 record. But like,
Was it
what
New
was,
Orleans
what was
or
the
something?
record? Oh, the Packers defeated the 97 season, right? That's a 97 Super Bowl.
It's a 98.
So 98. No, 97 season though.
97 Super Bowl. 97 season, but so the Super Bowl will be 98.
But like 97,
98.
98 record. Packers 97, 98 record.
Like January 26, 1997. So it's a 96 season? 96, 97 season.
13-3.
13 and 3.
8-0 at home.
Oh, they were just absolutely dominant. Well, like with Favre at home, it was like, what were they? 34 and 0, 34 and 2. Like you just did it. They didn't lose on home for
Really?
years. You did not come to Lambeau and lose. Like I don't know what happened the last 5 years. Like you just did. And then the playoffs. The first time they lost in the playoffs was the Falcons. Like right. Like it was. They were like
Really?
18 and 0 ever in Lambeau. Ever in the playoffs. Like
Uh-huh.
you just. If we had home field advantage, the playoffs was over. Done.
And then Mike Vick went crazy.
Yeah.
You said
I was
something
at the
about John
game.
Elway.
What year was that?
How's it related to John Elway?
90. No. 2000s.
Prime Mike Vick.
You said something about Elway's playing? What was that?
Yeah, so in the 98 World's
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, Packers were favored by 14.
Jesus.
We're 13 and 3, crushed
In a
everyone in the
Super Bowl?
playoffs. Yeah, favored by 14. Walked in, Denver was super underdog. We came in, and boy, all of a sudden we had a dogfight. Terrell Davis was their running back, like Derrick Henry is. I mean, he was good. Just started pounding us. Still thinking we're going to win. One of the final drives, it was just brutal. And then Elway, who was like this old quarterback, like, I don't know, he's better than Matt Ryan, but who would that be like? He was a Hall of Famer. Russell,
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't to Brady status, obviously, but I mean,
Russell
he was,
Wilson in like 4 years.
Mhm.
Like old, like this is his last hurrah. Like Russell Wilson, I'd say.
Yep.
Right? So, although Russell, like Elway had never won a Super Bowl, but like Russell Wilson, he was very good, but he was old. I mean, he might have been like late 30s. Ran into the end zone, was on the 2-yard line, dove, guy hit him, and he like totally helicopter spinned and scored
Oh,
a
I
touchdown.
okay, yeah.
And it was
yeah.
so annoying. It was like, you gotta be shitting me. Just tackle somebody.
Was that,
So our defense always
was that
struggled.
fourth quarter?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he kind of got lit up, but he got
Yeah, he got lit up, but you know, he's the quarterback. He got up, tough guy, blah blah blah. And it was like, I'm sure it was like a huge play. It was just this annoying,
Yeah.
stupid thing. Especially when we were up, like again, we were just gonna. It was more like the Super Bowl party was more like a party when I was there. It was like a celebration, like dude, back to back, we're the GOAT. Because again, we had
That'd
just
be-
won the Super Bowl,
yeah.
so we're like, dude, this is a thing. We're like dynasty. We had just had this amazing team. We were just absolutely rock star loaded, right?
Yeah, at that point you get 2 in a row, and now it's like, 3, who
Yeah,
knows,
yeah,
right?
who knows?
Yeah. With a young team, good roster. Favre's just getting started, and then Favre never went back. So that was that. All right, so that's your billboard. That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks for your helicopter moment. Cool.
Helicopter moment.
Mine would be the compliments. It would just be a like white billboard with black letters and says compliment someone, because then I can change their day. Like for 15 seconds, someone's having a bad day. They're thinking about something. They're stressing about something, and then you compliment them, and then they smile, and that takes their mind off whatever they're thinking about. The rest of the day, their day could get better, and they could just think about, wow, they said, "Hey, you like my T-shirt."
And it's no better. It's not better than LeBron's we had
No,
on
I
MJ, but
agree.
it's a pretty good one. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one a
good.
lot. That's good. That it is true too, right? I mean, you can, and you just sometimes it just takes that little lift to change the world. You know, we talk about it a lot in the podcast. To change the world is done by the littlest things. Mother Teresa talked about it. Saint Therese Lisieux. The littlest things change the world. Don't think big. If you hold the door open for somebody, say, "Hey, I like your shirt," that literally might have lifted them up, and they might carry that on to their next conversation, which goes to the next conversation, which again, if you literally slam the door in their face, they now might be a little crabby to the next person, right? So you can change your surroundings. If you smile at the world smiles back. It's almost impossible when you smile at somebody for the person not to smile back. So truly, when you smile at people, it'll seem like the world's smiling back. If you're always crabby, they're going to be crabby back. So it's like, no, the world's a great place. Well, you're always smiling. Yeah, because people smile back at me. Does that make sense? Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. You were
Thank you.
great. Awesome. Marcus, thank you. Holden, it's been a pleasure.
It's
Best
been
of
a
luck to
pleasure.
all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Podcast 61, we out. Peace.
Bye.